Iran's chief negotiator just went on TV and called Trump a liar, to his face. Said Iran forced America to negotiate on their terms, not Trump's, and warned, "We have no problem going back to war. This changes everything." Sunday, April 19th, 2026. The most important interview in the last 48 hours just aired. Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf, Speaker of Iran's parliament, head of Iran's negotiating delegation with the United States, former Revolutionary Guard officer, just gave a televised interview, and he didn't hold back. This is the most powerful voice in Iran right now, more powerful than the foreign minister, more powerful than anyone except maybe the supreme leader himself, and he just declared war on Trump's narrative. First, he called Trump a liar, directly, said Trump's been lying about Iran since the war started. He said yesterday alone, Trump posted 8 tweets in 1 hour. 7 of them were lies about Iran. Then he dismantled Trump's biggest claim. Trump says Iran begged to negotiate from day one, that the regime collapsed immediately. Ghalibaf says that's false. Iran didn't even respond to US messages until day 36 of the war, day 36, not day 1. That destroys Trump's entire "Iran surrendered immediately" narrative. Then he laid out Iran's position, and it's the opposite of what American media is saying. He said, yes, the United States has a powerful military. Yes, Israel has a powerful military. Iran cannot match them in conventional warfare. But that was never the goal. Our goal was to prevent them from forcing Iran to surrender, and we succeeded. He said the US and Israel failed to force Iran to give up its nuclear program, failed to force Iran to give up its ballistic missiles, failed to force Iran to disarm, failed to break Iran's will. Iran withstood the assault. Iran struck back. Iran maintained control of the Strait of Hormuz. Iran imposed its own terms. Here's where it gets explosive. American media says Iran rejected Trump's 15-point plan and had to accept negotiations. Ghalibaf says the opposite. He says Iran forced America to negotiate on a 10-point plan instead. Iran's terms, not Trump's. Iran forced the US to include a Lebanon ceasefire in the deal. Iran still controls the Strait of Hormuz. He said, "We have no problem with peace, but peace on Iranian terms, not American surrender terms." Then came the warning, and this is critical. He said, "We have no problem returning to war. We have no problem doing what we were doing before. Iran's military capabilities are still intact. The Strait of Hormuz is still under our control. If America doesn't negotiate seriously, we go back to war." This isn't surrender talk. This is a threat. He also addressed something American media has been pushing hard, the idea that Iran's government is divided, that the diplomats want peace, but the Revolutionary Guard wants war, that the street is against the negotiators. Ghalibaf said that's completely false. He said the decision-making process involves the Foreign Ministry, Parliament, the Supreme Leader's advisors, the National Security Council, and the Revolutionary Guard, all unified, all representing the Iranian people's will. No division, no internal conflict. American media is lying about that too. So let's recap what Iran's chief negotiator just said on national TV. Trump is a liar. Iran didn't beg to negotiate. Iran forced America to negotiate on Iranian terms. The US and Israel failed to achieve their military objectives. Iran still controls the Strait of Hormuz. Iran has no problem going back to war. Iran's government is unified, not divided, and peace will only happen on Iran's terms. Now here's the dangerous part. Reuters reported at the start of negotiations that Israel removed Ghalibaf and Foreign Minister Arakchi from the assassination list, temporarily to see if negotiations would work. After this interview, Ghalibaf might be back on that list, because he just told Trump and the world, Iran didn't lose, Iran won't surrender, and if you don't like our terms, we'll go back to war. Trump is going to wake up to this interview, and he has 2 choices: accept that Iran is negotiating from strength, not weakness, or prove Ghalibaf right by escalating again. Either way, the narrative just shifted. Iran's chief negotiator just told the world they're not backing down. The question is, what does Trump do next? Follow for updates as this develops.